Welcome to the youth message portion of the service. Today our youth message begins with a little test. I'm going to show you a series of photos which will be either a mandolin, a DeLorean, or a Mandalorian. To make sure that we all know what these items are, a mandolin, like this one, is a musical instrument similar to a lute. A DeLorean, like this one, is a gull winged stainless steel car featured in the Back to the Future movies. And a Mandalorian, well, that's a person from a cultural group in the Star Wars movies. Familiar Mandalorians would be Jango Fett, Boba Fett, or the Mandalorian. So here's challenge number 1.
What does this look like? It's a mandolin. Challenge number 2. That's a DeLorean. Last challenge. That's a Mandalorian.
Did you guess correctly? In today's service, we are talking about the story of when the disciples met Jesus on the day of his resurrection and how they didn't recognize him. They were walking to a town called Emmaus, sadly talking about how Jesus had died, when Jesus himself came walking right up alongside them and asked them what they were discussing. Did the disciples recognize Jesus? No, they didn't recognize Jesus. Has this ever happened to you? Right now, it can be very difficult to recognize friends and neighbors when we're wearing face masks out in public, like my good friend here. We have to guess someone's identity when we can only see part of someone's face. So we rely on other clues to help us recognize our friends, like their height, their clothing, their activity, the way they walk, or even their hairstyle. That day, Jesus was not wearing a mask or a disguise. He walked with the disciples for quite a while, and the disciples didn't recognize him. They didn't expect to see Jesus at all. It just didn't register with them that he was alive. Jesus told them he would be resurrected. The two Marys had told them that Jesus was not in the tomb, but they just couldn't believe it. When Jesus broke bread at supper, a familiar and special action they had seen Jesus do before he died, finally they recognized him, and the disciples knew it was Jesus, and they were very happy he was alive. We remain excited and happy that Jesus is alive today. No matter what we're going through, no matter what we're feeling, he's always with us, even when we don't recognize him. Until next week, God remembers you, God hears your prayers, and God loves you very much.